You work hard every day. You wake up, go to your job, and do everything you can to get ahead. You budget, you cut small things, you tell yourself, next month will be better. But somehow it never is. And you start to wonder, is it me? Am I bad with money? Am I failing? But the truth is, it's not you. Something bigger has quietly changed, and almost no one talks about it. Once upon a time, saving money was normal. It wasn't a goal. It wasn't a miracle. It was just what happened when you worked. You got your paycheck, paid your bills, and there was money left over. That leftover money wasn't a luxury. It was a natural part of life. Money was like water in a bucket. You poured it in and it stayed there.
But slowly, the bucket started to leak. Tiny cracks appeared one at a time. First, wages stopped keeping up with how hard people were working. You put in the hours, but your paycheck didn't grow as much as your effort. Productivity climbed, profits climbed, but your paycheck stayed the same. The ladder you were climbing stopped rising with each step. And suddenly, the future you expected started slipping away. Then, housing costs began to rise faster than paychecks. Rent took a bigger bite out of your money, leaving less for everything else. It wasn't because housing became a luxury overnight. It was because prices moved faster than the system that supported you. The bucket that used to hold your savings now had a hole in it, and it kept leaking. Healthcare added another crack. Insurance, premiums, deductibles, all these little costs accumulated silently. Every month, more money left before you even realized it. What used to be rare, what used to be occasional, now became constant. The fear of bills, of surprise costs, became part of daily life. Education did the same thing. College used to be a door to opportunity. Now it comes with chains of student debt that follow you for years. Loans don't care how much you earn. They arrive on time every month, like clockwork. And suddenly, what should have been a stepping stone became another weight in your bucket. Inflation did its part quietly too. Not the big scary headlines you hear once a year, but small, creeping increases that erode the value of your money without you noticing. Prices rise just a little each month. Your brain adjusts. By the time you realize it, your bucket is lighter than ever. You ask yourself, why does everything feel so expensive? And then comes the blame. Society, media, even sometimes your own friends tell you it's your fault. You're bad with money. You spend too much. You don't budget properly. You're the problem. But budgeting can't fix a leaky bucket. No matter how careful you are, no matter how many sacrifices you make, money keeps disappearing. People try harder. They cut small joys from their life. No vacations. No hobbies. No little pleasures. They tighten their belts, thinking that's the answer. But nothing sticks. Savings feel impossible. And it's not because people are bad with money. It's because the system changed slowly, quietly, and no one noticed. The cracks in the bucket weren't designed intentionally. There's no villain, no secret plan. Policies shifted. Costs crept up. Support systems faded. It was neglect, not evil. And a generation grew up believing that the inability to save was their personal failure, when really it was structural. When people believe the problem is them, they stop asking bigger questions. They stop noticing the cracks. They stop demanding change. But understanding this isn't about anger. It's about clarity. Once you see the cracks in the bucket, you stop blaming yourself for what is not your fault. You see the problem clearly. You can understand the system, and then you can start to fix it. Fixing it doesn't mean it's easy. It means knowing where the leaks are. It means asking better questions. It means demanding policies that protect savings, wages, and opportunity. It means realizing that struggling to save doesn't mean failure. It means seeing clearly so you can act wisely. The system quietly drained money for decades. Costs moved faster than paychecks. Expenses grew while support shrank. And yet, this is not a story of despair. It's a story of understanding. It's the story of seeing the cracks, noticing the leaks, and realizing that knowing the truth is the first step toward change. When you understand that, everything shifts. You stop blaming yourself. You stop feeling powerless. You begin to see opportunities, small victories, and ways to protect what you earn. You start to understand why it feels impossible, and with that knowledge, you can do something about it. So when next month comes and bills arrive, and you check your account, and your bucket seems empty again, remember, it's not because you failed. It's because the system changed quietly over time. And now that you see it, you can navigate it. You can work smarter. You can protect yourself. You can save even if it feels like a struggle. Millions of people feel the same way. Millions of people believe they are bad with money. And millions of people are wrong. The system shaped the rules, and you were never the problem. The cracks were. Now, understanding this is powerful. It changes the way you approach money, work, and life. It gives clarity in a world that feels uncertain. And it reminds you that when something seems impossible, it may not be about you at all. The key is to see the cracks, know the leaks, and act wisely. Knowledge is the first step to control. Awareness is the first step to change. Understanding is the first step to building a stable future. And when you see the system for what it is, you stop struggling in the dark. You start acting with clarity, confidence, and purpose. You begin to build something lasting. You begin to fill the bucket intentionally, instead of letting it leak silently. This is the story of a generation, a broken system, and the people who navigate it every single day. It is a story of struggle, understanding, and hope. A story that explains why saving feels impossible and what can be done about it. And that knowledge is yours now.